5 unbelievable things that happen during a spiritual awakening, and you're definitely not crazy. Most people have this image of what a spiritual awakening looks like: a serene figure sitting cross-legged in meditation, radiating bliss and tranquility at all times. But anyone who's genuinely experienced a spiritual awakening knows the real deal is quite a bit more intricate and nuanced than that. In truth, there's a flurry of changes happening all across you, internally and externally. A good chunk of these transformations can catch you entirely off guard and leave you questioning what's transpiring. But don't worry, you won't suddenly sprout wings, I assure you of that. Instead, you might find yourself going through some bewildering situations that may leave you feeling spooked or befuddled. If that seems true for you, then you're in the right place. Our video will help you make sense of things by offering a better understanding of the strange aspects of spiritual awakening. We'll dive into the surreal stuff that could happen to you during this once-in-a-lifetime experience. Our angle will encompass 5 mind-boggling things that may occur during an awakening and walk you through how to navigate them. Firstly, the changes in physical appearance during a spiritual awakening can be one of the most mind-boggling things to experience. It's like you're looking at a whole new person, almost unrecognizable from before. And let me tell you, I've been there myself. After my awakening, I lost a ton of weight in a short amount of time, and even went back home only to have some people not even recognize me. It's a wild ride, let me tell you. But it's not just weight loss. It goes deeper than that. You could even experience changes in your facial features, your face. Can you imagine waking up one day and not even recognizing yourself in the mirror? Now, some of these changes may be temporary, like water weight gain during ascension, while others may be more permanent. But one thing that's super common during a spiritual awakening is changes in your eyes. Your eyes become brighter, more alive, and reflect your soul like never before. It's like you're seeing straight through someone, and it's honestly one of the most incredible things to experience. It's important to remember that your body is incredibly intelligent. It knows what it's doing during a spiritual awakening. So don't panic if you notice any changes in your physical appearance. Just go with the flow and trust the process. Trying to fight it or change it could actually be working against your own body's innate intelligence. And let's be real, this all connects to our mental health too. The way we perceive and experience our physical appearance can have a huge impact on our self-esteem and confidence. So just remember the affirmation: the innate intelligence of your body knows what to do during an awakening. Trust the process, flow with the changes, and keep doing your spiritual work. Secondly, personality changes. Let's be real. Personality changes during a spiritual awakening can be one of the toughest things to go through. Your entire sense of self, your identity, your likes and dislikes, and even your passions can shift and change. It can feel like the rug of life is being pulled from underneath you, and that can be downright stressful. But here's the thing, this is all part of the process. These personality changes, these ego deaths, they're all a key part of our spiritual path. And while it may feel like you're going insane at times, just remember that it's all leading you closer to your true, authentic self. However, it's important not to let others around you influence you during this time. It's common for those closest to us to judge or not even recognize us anymore, but don't take it personally. This is all a part of your growth, and the more you change and shed your old self, the closer you become to your soul self. Remember, don't stress about these changes. Just let your ego dissolve, let your sense of self change, and trust the process. It may feel scary at times, but it's all leading you to become the person you're truly meant to be. So embrace these personality changes, even if they feel weird or uncomfortable at first. Because in the end, it's all a part of your spiritual journey, and it's leading you to a more authentic and fulfilling life. Third, you become more sensitive. Have you noticed that there's something different going on with you lately? Maybe you can't quite put your finger on it, but you just feel so sensitive. Like every emotion and energy is hitting you all at once, and it's becoming hard to handle. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're not alone, and what you're feeling may be a sign of a spiritual awakening. Yes, that's right, a spiritual awakening. It's not just a made-up thing you see in movies, and it goes beyond woo-woo stuff. It's about healing yourself, getting rid of dense emotional gunk, and creating space for something more profound and powerful. While you're awakening, you may start to feel like a sponge, absorbing everything around you in ways that you never quite experienced before. This is because all that dense gunk is finally coming off of your energy system, and you're becoming so much more open, so much more receptive. You may start feeling things you never thought you could feel before, things that may seem otherworldly or even beyond this time and space. Don't be surprised to find yourself becoming more sensitive, more empathetic, and more attuned to the world around you. You may feel everything more deeply, and as a result, you may feel like you're walking around like an open wound, vulnerable and exposed. But here's the thing, being sensitive isn't a weakness. It's actually a superpower. It's a sign that your body and soul are finally aligning, opening up, and becoming more in touch with what the universe has to offer. Yes, it may feel overwhelming at first, and it's okay to have a breakdown or two along the way, but eventually you'll learn to navigate this new version of yourself and create a life that you're proud of. So if you're finding yourself becoming more sensitive, more attuned and more receptive, don't run away from it. Instead, embrace it, celebrate it, and use it to own your truth and to connect with the world around you in a much deeper way. You've got this. Fourth, everything gets faster. Have you ever wished that life would move a little faster? That the things you've dreamed of could come to you just a bit more quickly? Well, during a spiritual awakening, it could be just what you're about to get. But don't get too excited just yet, because along with all the good comes the bad, and in this case, it could be tough to handle. During a spiritual awakening, your energy system goes through a transformation. It gets clearer, more powerful, and yes, a lot faster. Your entire being, from those powerful chakras to the auric field around you, starts spinning faster and faster, giving you more power and even increasing your powers of manifestation. This sounds great, right? But wait, there's more. Because with all that power and speed comes another side to the equation. Anything you have to heal will come to the surface a lot faster too. Those wounds you thought you had buried deep down, all those triggers and traumas that once seemed so insignificant, will come out all at once, and you'll have to deal with them, like it or not. But don't worry, there are ways to cope. When things get too overwhelming, find a quiet place to sit and just breathe. Focus on your breath and the present moment, allowing your thoughts to come and go as they please. Use the power of journaling to help you process what's coming up for you, and don't hesitate to seek out additional support if you need it. Yes, a spiritual awakening can be a wild ride, but with a little mindfulness and self-love, you can navigate it and come out on the other side stronger, more attuned and more in love with your life than ever before. So buckle up and get ready for the ride of your life. It's going to be fast and wild, but it's also going to be incredibly beautiful. The fifth weird thing that can happen during a spiritual awakening is that suddenly everything becomes crystal clear. I'm talking crystal clear, y'all. It's like you have some magic X-ray vision or something. But it's not coming from your physical eyes, it's coming from your energy system. Your energy is being purified and refined to a point where it can interpret quantum energy with ease, and that means you're seeing things on a spiritual level, friends. Think of it like a dirty window that's just been cleaned. Suddenly, you can see everything clearly again. That's what's happening on a spiritual level every time you're clearing out those chakras and healing your energy field. You see through the BS of the world, and you can spot manipulators and liars a mile away. You can see the true intentions of people, and even the issues with whole systems, like politics and economics. It's like you have insider information all the time. But it's not just some kind of spooky vision thing either. Once your energy system starts clearing up, your intuition becomes stronger and more accessible too. That means you'll have a better sense of what's good for you and what isn't. And honestly, who doesn't want that kind of guidance in their life? Now, some of you might be wondering, is there ever an endpoint to all this healing? Can we ever truly heal completely? It's a deep question indeed, but the short answer, my friends, is that healing is a journey, not a destination. And it's a journey that's worth taking, because every step of the way, you'll be seeing the world more clearly and living your best life. But for now, Thank you for shining your light into this wild and beautiful experience called life. Keep being yourself, keep growing, and embrace the journey ahead. Until next time, stay curious.
So, spiritual awakening may come across as a simplistic process seen in movies where a person sits cross-legged, radiating blissful tranquility. However, individuals who have genuinely experienced spiritual awakening will attest that it is far more intricate and nuanced than that. This heightened level of consciousness comes with a flurry of changes happening externally and internally. Some of these modifications could catch individuals off guard and leave them questioning what's transpiring. Fear not, for the following is a better understanding of the strange aspects of spiritual awakening. In case you forgot the content of today's video, let's summarize again. First, the physical appearance. The physical appearance transformations that come with spiritual awakening are perhaps one of the most perplexing things to experience. Your before and after picture could look like two different people altogether, leaving you wondering whether others would recognize you. Even your facial features could alter, leading to an unrecognizable image in the mirror. However, these changes are temporary and the body is incredibly intelligent, so accepting the modifications is vital. Okay, now the second change during spiritual awakening is the upending of individual personalities. Every paradigm shift during the process alters your likes, dislikes, passions, and even your entire identity. Such shifts are a vital part of the spiritual journey, and the initial stages could feel stressful. Amidst changes, it is essential to focus on the end goal of becoming the person you are truly meant to be. Thirdly, an increase in sensitivity is bound to happen. You may start feeling like a sponge, absorbing everything around you more deeply, which could render you vulnerable and exposed. However, being sensitive isn't a sign of weakness, but rather a superpower that aligns with your body and soul, opening up and becoming more in touch with the universe. Fourth, during spiritual awakening, everything gets faster. Your energy systems get clearer, more powerful, and its speed increases, giving you more power and increasing your power of manifestation. However, speedy manifestations come with their fair share of troubles, such as old wounds resurfacing and triggers setting in. That doesn't mean this process is impossible to navigate. With mindfulness and self-love, individual can experience the beautiful journey that spiritual awakening is. Okay, finally, during spiritual awakening, your energy becomes purified and refined to the point where it interprets quantum energy with ease. Your intuition becomes stronger and more accessible, guiding your life towards what's best for you. The healing journey is not a destination, but a lifelong journey worth taking that reveals the world in more transparent ways. So, to sum it up, perceptions of what spiritual awakening involves must shift from the common stereotype of calmness to the intricate process it encompasses. Spiritual awakening is beautiful and transformative, but one must take the time to navigate each step of the journey carefully. Increased sensitivity, physical transformations, faster energy system, personality changes, and heightened intuition stand as 5 things that may occur, but they shouldn't scare individuals. Instead, they must embrace them and trust their body's innate intelligence. For now, thank you for sharing your light into this wild and beautiful experience called life. Keep being yourself, keep growing, and embrace the journey ahead. Until next time, stay curious and have a nice day, everyone.